Hey gang, welcome back to Joe Daddy's Garage. Today's video is a little bit different. As you can see, I'm even wearing a different hat. Who knew? Okay, so a couple years ago, I had a company contact me, carcovers.com, and they had provided me with a cover for my 68 Mustang known as Jade. Very happy with that cover. I did a video on that. Later on, I was also offered a cover for my 1931 Model A. A little bit different cover. I did a video on that as well, and they were happy with that one. And then they found out that I have this RV. Now, as you look at the RV, you'll see it's dirty. It's been sitting, they all get crusty from sitting outside. I don't have a carport style cover, and I've been trying to get one of those, but I've also had an interest in a RV cover. So carcovers.com said, hey, we'll provide you with a cover if you'll do a video. And I said, I'm in there. So let me show you what I got from carcovers.com. And I will tell you, I have not opened the box. So we'll be in for a treat watching me get this out and cover up this RV. Let's take a look. So let me give you some parameters here. This is a 2014 Itasca Impulse. Basically, it's a Winnebago. This is 29 feet long. I've measured it myself, laid out a tape, run it from end to end, and it's 29 feet. As you can see, it's crusty. You know, there's spider webs on it, there's dirt on it. The thing needs a bath really bad. And I hate that I have it sitting out uncovered, but that's kind of the option that I have. So, here I have this. Now, this box came to me, item number 5RV CC2629. Class C RV cover, 26 to 29 feet. Now I know I will never get it back in that box, but let's open it up and have a look. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so this is in the box along with some other things I'll show you in just a minute. It says installing normal RV cover. To refer for setup RV, please refer to the opposite side of owner's manual. Okay, wash and dry RV completely. I haven't done that, to be honest. To remove all the dirt, leaves, and pine needles from the top of the RV. I will look at it, make sure there's nothing up there. Sliding a cover across debris can scratch your roof. Besides, also can start this can also start you off with a clean RV in the next camping season. Good point. Cover or tape any edges on your RV that may wear against your cover. Be sure to lower any roof antennas. We'll take a look up top before I do any of this, or before I do anything else. Installation: unroll the cover next to your RV. The yellow front tag inside your cover should be at the front of your RV and facing the inside. Unzip the passenger side and back panels. On smaller RV, you can cover be installed with ladders or by pulling it over the sides with tie ropes. On larger RV, it's easier to install your cover from the roof. Carefully climb up on the roof while holding the front of the cover with you. Lower the front of the cover down. Carefully move toward the back while pulling the cover and letting it fall onto the sides of your RV. Climb down the rear ladder and locate the ladder cap. Fit it with straps. Now pull the back end of the cover down the back of the RV. Make sure that you will be able to reach the cover while standing on the ground. Zip all the panels on your RV cover, then pull the elasticized corners down over both bumpers of the RV. Adjust straps and various other instruction there. Okay, so let's get a little bit closer here so you can see what all is in this packaging. So there is like a small bag here, nothing inside of it. It has Velcro here and here. I'm not sure what that's for exactly. There's also a clip here. There appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these little pouches with Velcro on them as well. Inside of this bag something sticky. Hang on. Now, I don't know exactly what this is, but I can tell you that it has a sticky material on it. This may be a patch. If you had a problem with the cover itself, I'm assuming that would only make sense that you could patch it up. So that is in this bag. There's also, here's to be a retainer bag, so you can put the cover back inside of this once it's all opened up. And this looks like a cover like for your vent or AC unit up on top is what that looks like. Not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like. Now, the fun part, right? Ugh. Let's unwrap this rascal. Now this is a vacuum sealed bag. Yeah. It's one of those, once it's open, Pandora's bag, right? We have a strap here on the outside, and that is independent, so that comes off completely. Now the instructions said to stretch it out along the length of your RV, so I'm going to do that. Now I will say there is a tag here that says front, so we're going to figure this out. This looks like I would have to turn it. If this is the front, that means this has to be the width. My assumption. Oh boy, that's a. Let me back up a little bit more. Now it talks about unzipping portions of it, and there's a big zipper on the back side here. I'm assuming there's one on both corners, but we'll unzip it. There's one. And there's one on this side too. Velcro, zipper. Alright, so I think it's safe to assume this portion is like the back flap of the cover. I'll see if there's any more zippers up front, and we'll look at the front while we're headed that way. Okay, so as I had said, here's a tag that says front right on it. I have to be careful here, there's fire ants right here. So here is another zipper. And I'm sure there's another one on the other side. And there is. Right here, Velcro. Okay. So for the gist of it, that's where we're at. We've got the whole thing laid out, and there's a variety of, oh, in fact, looky here, I found something else. Hold on. I found another zipper. Actually, several. Well, we'll undo them all. Why not? So there's another zipper. And there's another one. A little further back. Right here. So I'm sure there's two more on the opposite side as well. And there should be, looks like 4 zippers on each side. It talks about pushing this or putting this on top of the RV and draping it over and then walking backwards. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. And of course I am doing this by myself. So let's go on top of the RV and see if there's anything in the way up there. Okay, so looking at the top of the RV, we have the center AC unit. There's a forward vent, the antenna, that's like a digital antenna. Another smaller antenna that's already kind of laid back and out of the way. Over here we have another vent over the shower. That's the shower like window. I'm not sure what that is exactly, I don't remember. And other than that, there's just a ladder back here. So I'm going to attempt to put this cover on. Now, again, they talk about taping off and masking things. I'm not putting this RV into storage at the moment. I will be just putting the cover on as a demonstration, and then we'll see how it goes. Now, I elected to use my extension ladder because it's easier to use that than the one off the back of the RV. So that's why that's there. I'll move that later. That's my neighbor's guard poodle or something. Now what I'm seeing is I've got the cover kind of shifted towards the passenger side a little. I'm just going to pull on it, see if I can square it up. That's pretty good. That's looking pretty good. Okay. You know, that's pretty good. The front is wrapped around the bumper, and there's plenty left over. So this would fit, in this case, I know this is 29 feet, but this may even fit a slightly bigger one. I would go with the bigger one if they had it, because this says 26 to 29 feet, and you can see up here, that's like the corner that should be up on top if you were going to be, you know, pushing it to the limit. I don't know if I'm going to stretch that forward a little bit or not. Now, the only other thing that I can see that may be, I mean, not a difficult thing, but the handles for the zippers, like, I can't reach that. If I had a little hook, it would be pretty easy to just hook into that and pull it down, which is what I may end up doing. Either that or I get a step ladder and try to make that work. Up front, it's covering the whole front of the RV. And if we go to the other side, same thing. Now, it's probably not a bad idea to fold the mirrors back as well. I just didn't do that. But I'm going to get all these zippers pulled down and we'll have another look at it. Okay, now I see some items here. There are straps here with buckles, and I'm sure they correspond to the opposite side. So those will have to work their way underneath the RV. These kind of line up a little bit with the wheel, so we'll see what we can do there. Another one there, one there, one here. And that looks like it's meant to do like a cross pattern because it's got the flap. So I don't know if it's, well, here's one down here. So it looks like these in the rear would crisscross. That would make sense. That one's got a flap on it. And there's a flap down there. So that would be that way. Here's the receiving sides. There, there, there. And I'm going to assume as well at the front, again with these angled pieces, will connect to each other and crisscross. I think I'm pretty close as far as laying it on the RV. I can see a stitch seam that is slightly off to the passenger side, but the corners look like they're in the right spots and the flaps look like they're really close. So I'm going to have to cinch it all down and we'll take another look at it. It's on. And I did run the straps underneath the side. I did not run this strap that's adjacent to the wheel. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 underbelly straps, let's say. And I was looking at those pouches, and there are 6 pouches. So my assumption is you can put the straps, when you're storing it, you can put them in those pouches. That makes sense. Easy way to keep them contained. Also, this bag here, I don't know what it's for. Now, as I pointed out, it has the Velcro on it, and it appears that you can, if I can do this with, okay, so you can put something inside of this and fold this over. Pretty good with one hand, right? Fold that over, and it velcros to itself, and you've got a little pouch. Now I don't know what that's for. Maybe it's for storing these when you're not using them for anything else. And there's a clip here. I don't know where that clips to though. This is an extra strap. I'm not sure where that may go, and I don't see the clip for this. It may be there somewhere, but I just don't see it. Now also on the sides you've got these loops stitched in. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those loops. So I would assume that is for, like, if you wanted to tie it down or something. You know, if you wanted to add some extra tethers, you could attach them to those points and that would be fine. Again, I put all the straps on, and this one adjacent to the wheel I did not put on. Now I looked at online at their site, and I had assumed, you know how that is, that these were meant to be at an angle, like from top to bottom, but in their imagery they show it straight across. So that's what I did. I put it on the same way. You also note these have what appears to be reflectors sewn on, at least on the bottom. I don't see it on the other side. And there are some what appear to be vents up here at the top. Again, the loop sewn on. My neighbor's guard dog making his presence known. More reflectors. And there's something else I want to show you that I think is probably a neat feature to have. But let me reset the camera. So, you have it in storage technically, right? But you want to get inside of the RV. Well, you can unhook this strap, undo this Velcro, unzip, you can take this forward. Now there's a couple ways you can do this. You can unzip this forward section as well, but this gives you basically access to your door. Now, it may be convenient to have something that you could clip this to, and maybe I'm just not seeing it, but there is a secondary zipper here as well. So you can take this flap and get into your RV. Also get into the front door if you wanted to. So there's space there. And here's a quick look at the top. You can see it's not stretched tight. There's a little bit of room for movement, which is good. There's a ladder area. So that looks pretty good to me. Alright, I still managed to break a pretty good sweat putting this cover on. Now I would recommend having another person help you, but you can do it by yourself as I demonstrated. I think it's a pretty decent cover. We're going to find out as time goes on as to how well it holds up to the weather. I don't know for sure, but we'll find out. Now also, there's a few little things, like I said, those little pouches. I'm assuming that's what they do, you know, the straps, hold those together. There's also a cover in there that I demonstrated earlier. I'm not sure if that's meant to cover an AC unit or a vent or something like that. I did not install that. So you have to kind of play it by ear, I guess, a little bit as you go forward. Now, I will post a link to this company, and I think I can post a discount link, maybe. So if you're interested, look in the description box below and go from there. Otherwise, that'll be it. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya. I'm even wearing a different hat. Reason for that, I'm doing a video about, hang on. All right, that'll be the end of this video. I still managed to get a good sweat going. This hat is wet. It's too humid out here in the middle of August. Little dogs, they want to be known.